Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another live stream. This is Metz Virtual Racing, my name is Paul, we are collectively the Metz Hub Community Racers. I hope you're doing well. Just going to do a little chill Sunday stream. I want to do some setups today and some tuning and stuff like that. We're going to be doing some rank racing later on. We might do some multiplayer custom lobbies while we're doing some tuning. So if you fancy a little bit of racing, definitely get in there and do some tuning with me. So we're going to go to the game. I'm going to set up a multiplayer, just like literally just for some tuning. So I use pretty much the Ford GTE. So, but what I want to do is go through some of the other classes, not the other classes, the other cars in the same class. So let's go to GTE. So let's have a look. What should we have a look at? So we can have a look at the Corvette. Quite like the idea of having a look at the Corvette and the BMW. We've got the tune on the Ford. That's done. I'm happy with that. So what I want to have a look at is some of the other cars to see if we can be semi-competitive in them. So I think the first we'll just go down the list. Shall we go with the Aston to start with? I'm not sure what the what kind of times they are. We're going to go to Spa, 'cause that's where the ranked is this week. And what I'm going to probably do is just set up like 10-minute practice, 10-minute quali, maybe like a sort of seven lap race. I think I'm pretty sure that the ranked is in summertime and it's average weather and stuff like that. So we've got a baseline. I can do pretty much mid to high 13s in the Ford. So if we can get close to that, I'll be happy. But guys, I'm not really all that massively great at setting up cars. So if you've got any tips, then while we're doing some setups, I'd greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. And if you're tuning in, guys, and you haven't hit the like button already, please do hit the like button. I am going to be doing another stream later on for some proper racing. Probably not going to do a live lobby Sunday, but I might. I don't know yet. But if I don't do a live lobby Sunday, then we'll have some racing tonight anyway, for sure. But yeah, this stream, we're probably going to go for like at least 2 or 3 hours, just doing some setups in the GTE mainly, to see if we can get any closer with the other GTEs to my times in the Ford. Like I say, mid to high 13s is my absolute best in the Ford. I know people are doing 12s and 11s, but I'm not that guy. So if you want to come and do a bit of racing, just a bit of fun, NR8, NRB 91. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're well. So let's create the server. Let's get some. I should have actually. Hold on. Don't go into that server. Let me just recreate it, but with another car. We'll put GT3s in there as well, because not everybody's got the GTE DLC. So let's put the GT3s in there as well, just for anyone that hasn't got the. Or should we put the GT? GTE and GT. There you go. How you doing, Dutch? Hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. So yeah, if you want to come racing, guys, I'm not taking the racing all that seriously. I just want to do some setup. So I'm going to do the Aston Martin first. Then we'll probably go to the BMW and we'll just go down the list. Same track, same setup, 10-minute practice, 10-minute qualifying, 7-lap race, and we'll just go through the cars. Hey, Rod. No worries, Jordan. I did think about you, mate. I did think about you. I thought, you know, not everybody has got the GTE DLC, so we'll stick the GT in there for the people that haven't got that. Yeah. So not taking this seriously, but tonight I want to do some ranked racing. I might even do some this afternoon. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing yet, but yeah, it's all about tinkering and maybe trying to help each other. But, you know, I'm not massively great at setting up cars. As long as I get the car set up like the force feedback, I'm happy with that. But you know, things like camber and tow and like ride heights and stuff like that. If you can give me some pointers, I'd greatly appreciate that. So we'll get a few people in the lobby, and then we'll get going. Let's plug your phone in so I don't run out of that. Let's get this. So I dropped this can the other day. I'm hoping it ain't going to spray up everywhere. No, it didn't spray up everywhere. Lovely jubbly. It'd be interesting to see how the Aston Martin fares against the times I'm sitting in the Ford. I'll be interested to know. Dave, thank you very much, mate. You too. You and your family. Hope you have a good Christmas. I'm just pleased that I've got no work now till next year, so I can do lots of streams, and content and stuff like that. Right, let's just ready up then. We're only doing some testing and tinkering, and we are doing some racing, kind of. So I'm expecting around about, I don't know, 16, 17s. We'll get a baseline on the default setup. Well, the only thing I'll change is just my my force feedback settings and try and get them where I want them, and then we'll start maybe looking at the actual setup of the car, ride heights and all that. I'll set it up similar to how I set up the Ford, and yeah, just go from there. Take it from there, guys. Smash that like button up, peeps. We've only got 5 likes. Let's go. It's a chill Sunday stream. What have we got in regard to setup? So we've got no turn that down a little bit. That. It. And there, and just see how that feels. Go on soft tyres. Save this setup. So that's pretty much my base setup for force feedback on every car. Take some fuel out. Let's see how that feels. Clear. Hey Tony, how are you, mate? So let's do a couple of laps in this and just get a baseline. Force feedback feels nice. Or brakes need to be adjusted. I've got a feeling the brakes are on 100%, which is a bit too much for this. Right, this will give us probably a bit of a baseline. Definitely a lot slower around there, but we'll just get our. I mean, at the moment, we've not really done any setup on this car. It feels way more stable than the Ford.
Session ends in 5 minutes.
Right, this time's way slow. Track rolling. Yeah. Right, let's right, first off, brake 1009%. Lower it. I mean, the ARBs, they're really balanced. I don't really want to do anything there.
Clear of pit lane.
I had a power cut yesterday, Ashley. Unfortunately, that's why I didn't get onto the stream last night. But we're all back and running. We're going to have a couple of streams today. Steering rack I need to adjust. So we're going to do a few hours of just tuning and setting up this afternoon, and later on we'll do some ranked and other racing. We might do some ranked this afternoon, not sure yet. Hey, Stubby? Yeah, I'm well, mate. I'm well. Right, hopefully if we get a clean lap when we get round, that will give us a baseline for maybe the next one. I don't think we need to adjust the final drive of the gears. We'll see down Kemmel. Brakes are fine. I'm not sure, Hellcat. Probably some ranked. I don't think we can do a live lobby Sunday, but then I might do a live lobby Sunday and do like a, you know, a longer race. It definitely seems a lot more stable, doesn't it, than it did last week? So we might even do a live lobby Sunday tonight. Do like a little mini endurance.
1 minute remaining.
Right, I think we need to take down some wing. Ah, Tony, you absolute legend. Thank you very much, mate. Very generous. Guys, if you get a membership from Tony, please do thank him personally. Tony's a very, very generous guy on this channel. He's always gifting memberships, and it's greatly appreciated. Hey, Alex.
Session's over.
Right, be interested to see what kind of time this lap is, because it's not been a terrible lap. Tyres are a little bit hot. Right, this is our baseline in the Aston.
Well done. The timing screen shows you're the fastest
Still
car right now.
way slower than the Ford. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Let's have a look. Maybe take one out of the wing. Don't want to change any of the false feedback settings because they're okay. Traction control we're going to knock down to 3. Brakes are fine. That's all fine. So this is where we're going to need to make some time up, I think. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Tony. That's greatly appreciated. It really is. And I'm sure the guys that have got one membership are really appreciative as well. Okay. So for sure, I don't think we can make much more time. Got that now. Let's save this. No, 3 hours. 3 hours, Hellcat. I think about 9:40. It came on back on last night. Something like that. Didn't lose any food or anything in the freezers. I know. Mental. Obi-Wan, I mean, the updates have been really good. There's no doubt about it. Not had one for years. Not had one for years, Slummy. So, qualifying now. Let's knock out a bit more fuel. How much fuel we're using? 4 litres. So, okay, that will give us 4 laps. Let's see how we go here. I mean, we've got to get down to at least 14s to be competitive in the Aston. Yeah, it was. It was like Victorian times. Bone torches and... Ah, Rally, you absolute legend. Thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. Or whatever it is. It's either a super chat or a super sticker. I'm not actually sure what it is, but thank you very much, mate. Very generous, thank you. So we need to get this down to at least mid-14s, guys, to be semi-competitive. I'm going to have to do an update on the memberships on Discord now. So if your name is in green now, you're now a channel member. And you will get access to the members area on Discord. There's not a lot going on in there at the moment, but there will be in the future. So yeah, if you're a member of over on the Discord in the community and you haven't got access to the channel members area, send me a message over there. Just let me know what your YouTube name is, because sometimes your Discord name is different from your YouTube name, and I'll make sure I add you over the next day or so. Yeah, you're not a channel member though, Orby1.
On the clock now, mate. Full send.
You're a subscriber, but you're not a member. Right, let's have a look and see. Hey, Mike. See what kind of time we can do. Like I say, we need at least mid-14s to be competitive. You're not missing out on anything, Orby1. Thank you for subscribing. I can't see, that's XL3 what? X. I'll read it properly in a minute. Every time I try and do a replay, it crashes, unfortunately. And I've had that since day one. None of the updates have fixed that for me yet. I'll have to have I'll catch up with the chat after this qualifying, guys. Evo.
5 minutes to the end.
Yeah, these are slow times. I've just got a feeling the Aston's just not competitive, especially not in relation to the time setting on the Ford. Ah, you're how high? Yeah, I know you, mate. We've raced a fair few times. You're always in the lobbies. Ah, track limits. Right, the Aston, I don't think the Aston is just competitive in the GTE. Not around Spa anyway. I mean, we're a couple of seconds down. Right, we're going to get another couple of laps, hopefully, at it. Yeah. Yeah, that was in the Ford, though. I don't think I'll be beating many arses in the Aston. We'll try the BMW, I think, in the next one. I'm going to stay with GTEs and GTs at Spa, because that's what we're tuning at the moment. Better exit. Right. What have we had there? 2:15.8. So we need to find another second at least. Minimum, maybe a second and a half to be competitive. I just don't think we're going to find it. We had a really good race yesterday with a guy called Cooking Rudy, I think. Cooking Rudy. If he's watching, he's an absolute gentleman. We had a really good race, and there was about a second between us for 6 laps or so. And then I finally got the move done. A couple of corners back, but on the exit he spun me round. And I was fuming. Honestly, I was absolutely fuming. But like at the end of the race, after the bus stop, he pulled over to the left and basically just let me win. So I think he realised that he had taken me out. Obviously unintentional. Well, at the time I thought it was intentional, but as it turns out, it was clearly unintentional because he pulled over and let me take the win, which I thought was very gentlemanly. I would have given the position back a bit quicker, a bit sooner, because I was fuming and I was like gunning. You know, and I think I set my fastest lap on the last lap where I was trying to catch him to vent my frustration. But yeah, he surprised me by literally here. He pulled over to the left just there and let me go through. Report you missing.
Checkered flag is out.
No
Session
fuel.
finished.
Yeah, we are not competitive in the Aston Martin, unfortunately. That is going to be a no-go at Spa anyway. Can't make up that time. It was very nice. I would have done the same, but I would have given the lap back. I would have given the position back a bit quicker. But no, I was very impressed with the etiquette. I'll just put a bit of wind back there, but we're not going to be competitive in the Aston around Spa, unfortunately. It's a no-go for the Aston. Right, 4 litres a lap. We're doing 7 laps, so 28 litres. Let's stick in 30 litres, and we're ready for the race. Whole shop is wipes out for the people panic buying for 2 days. This is the thing. That's Christmas for you. Well, I think the next one we're going to try is the BMW. I think it's the next one down on the list, or whatever the next one down on the list is. We'll try. Anyone still out on track qualifying? Let's have a look.
Qualifying's
No.
over. Might have to take a look at your setup for the race because the other guys obviously found more speed.
So the Ford GTE on top, naturally. Adrienne with a Corvette, 217.3, nice. Oh, we got exactly the same time, me and Adrienne. 217.317. Very nice, very nice. Go to essential. Yeah, I can do it here. Look, so okay. Is that what you mean? I don't really use this. That's not really doing anything. I'll just see this target per lap, and I'll just use that as a and just multiply that. That's all I really do with that. Oh, when you qualify before overtime. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. I never realised that.
Get ready, mate.
Right, let's have some fun, guys. That was a bit hairy. Definitely more stable than the Ford, but clearly not as fast. Still a nice setup though. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon, guys. Very much appreciated. If you wouldn't mind smashing up that like button, we're only on 15 likes. There's 45 of you guys in here. Greatly helps the channel, guys, if you smash up that like button. Whoa! Well, we lost a bit of time there. Hey Spexy, you in the car park watching? Yeah, I'll be on tonight as well, Specs. Have you played since the new update, mate? It's so much better. I mean, the stability is just 100 times better. I love that, watching Metz in the car park. That looks like a slowdown there to me. You haven't seen the second... Ah, mate.
Mark in front didn't look great in practice.
So much nicer having like the radar, having way more stability online. There are still issues, Specs, like I have had some game crashes, but nowhere near as many as I was having. Right, so that was a 2:16.5, so we still need to find 2 seconds in the Aston. I just don't think it can be found. Be interesting to see whether someone who's a faster driver than me can get the Aston set up so it's doing like mid to high 13s like the Ford. The track limits, they've largely been sorted, mate. People are complaining now that some of the track limits are too harsh, but I love that. I love the fact that some of the track limits are really harsh. Like Monza, you can't really straight line the chicanes anymore. You can't straight line the Imola chicane, the Zolder chicane. You know, even up through Eau Rouge and Raidillon, if you go a little bit too far, you get a track warning and stuff like that.
We're coming up to a back marker. They were all over the track a few laps back, so be careful getting past.
With a Ford, I can do sort of mid to high 13s, like race pace around about 14s, but then dipping into 13. So I'm not the fastest, but I'm not going to be able to get near that with the Aston. If there's a password, Ashley, I'll message you, mate. I mean, the likelihood is we're going to be doing some ranked racing. I really want to do the Group 5 at Brianza because it's a 24-lap race. So it's a long race. And I'd really like to give that a go before it ends this week, like at Monza. You can still take it quite fast at Zolder, but you just can't. You can't abuse the track limits. You can't abuse it. It's how it should be. And like Rice said the other day, it's like this is the first iteration. You know, I'm sure they'll modify them and keep an eye on them and. OG, how you doing, mate?
Closing on a back marker. This guy was all over the track a few laps back, so be careful getting past.
So for absolute certain, the Aston Martin just is not competitive in the GTE when it comes to the times I'm setting in the Ford. So we'll see what the next car is. It's going to be the same car and track combo, guys. We're just doing some tuning and seeing if we can use another car other than what I think is probably the Meta GTE car. Especially, oh, it's got pushed off. $12 and 13s. Yeah, I'm not doing 12 or 13s in the Aston Martin. I'm not doing 12s in the Ford. I'm doing 13s in the Ford, but not 12s. Yeah, I mean, if PMR's launched like this, there would be no... but there'd still be hate, because like I've said, I think there's agendas are at work with people that are maybe paid or sponsors of other sims and stuff like that. Not mentioning any names, of course. But I do think there's agendas at work, and like a theory that was floating around was none of the big sims want PMR or Rennsport to succeed because of the crossplay element and the you know, the amount of user base that it could potentially have if they get it all right. Right, we've got one more lap after this. what I might do is I might drop the laps of the race down so we can get through more cars. The Corvette and the Viper. Okay. Well, I'm going to have a go in the BMW next and see if we can get close to... see, my target times would be mid-14s that I would say is a competitive time. For ranked.
White flag is out. Final lap.
I mean, alien times are 13s and 12s, I think. But if you're an above average sim racer, I think you're doing 13s and 14s around Spa in the GTE to be competitive. I could be completely wrong, but that would be my estimation. We've got just enough fuel. We'll have about 1.5 litres left over, maybe a couple of litres. But don't you think it's fashionable to hate on Ian Bell? It's just like in vogue. Like
Back marker ahead.
I don't go back to like the GTR or anything days. The furthest back I go in relation to Ian Bell is Project Cars 2, and I love Project Cars 2. It was my first sim, so I probably didn't know better. Like my first proper sim, modern sim, I should say. So I didn't know any better. But to me, Project Cars 2 was a great game. I loved it. So our best lap there was a 2:16.5. That's let's have a look. The only thing you can keep up with the Fords is the C8 and the Viper. Okay. And we just assume we do beta testing for them. Well, yeah. I guess you could say that's Sportivo, but like I've said it time and time again, devs aren't responsible for when a game releases. Publishers, software houses, etc. They're the ones that actually give a time frame. Regardless, you know, the devs probably wanted another 6 months, maybe. I don't know, but developers don't dictate when a game releases. Yeah, Mike, the devs are really... I mean, you see it. You know, Sora comes in here a lot of nights and he answers a lot of questions, and you know that the devs are fully committed to bringing the game that they wanted to bring. Riot comes in, he's been in a few times. Toka2, you fixed your throttle issue. Oh, how did you fix it, Toka? Because there are still a few cars, I think, they've got a little bit of a throttle delay. Well, I'm going to keep the same car and track combo, guys, but I'm just going to change my car to the Beamer. And I'm going to drop the laps down to, I'm going to do 4 lap race, because all I'm doing at the moment is tuning, setup and tuning. So, you know, I'm going to try and get the BMW on a par with what times I can do in the Ford GTE. So we'll keep that as it is. You're doing 2:14s at Spa. You see, I'm doing high 13s mid-14s in the Ford. So I'm trying to see if there's any other cars that are not, that I can do that are not. If I set it as a pedal input, I have the issue. Oh, okay. I need to set that as an unknown device in game. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, Project Cars 3, I get all the hate of that, because that was just I'd never bought it, but I could see it was not the game that I wanted it to be, and it certainly wasn't a Project Cars 3. But yeah, look, let's just see where it goes. You know, where we end up. I personally think in 6 months' time, this game, there'll be a lot more people in the game for sure. There's people that didn't want to try it at the start because of the launch, because of all of the negative videos and stuff that was out there. People were instantly put off. But a bit like AMS2, that had a pretty bad launch. Le Mans Ultimate had a pretty bad launch, but you know, people were flocked to those games because of what the developers have done, and it's they're great games. And I honestly believe that this will be in the same vein. Despite what the big YouTubers think or say, I literally don't give a fuck what they say. I've got to be honest. Like I said, go and seek out the smaller YouTubers that are way more informed on what's going on in the game and how to operate and stuff. You know. Right, let's ready up then. Hard to read while watching on a 55-inch TV. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I only literally put it on there just for people that are on big TVs. I don't really want to take up too much screen real estate, top or two, but I understand what you're saying. It's literally there, like, I mean, I could like, maybe make it a little bit bigger. But I don't really want to make it, I don't want to make it too big. It takes up too much screen real estate. Don't know where else I can put it, really. It's way too small. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, see, that's going to take up too much space. I mean, I don't know. Let's try that. Let's try that. Most are, Mike. Most are, mate. I think we've got a little bit of a setup here. Metz Bay. I don't want to change too much though. Wing at 3. Maybe, I mean, maybe drop that a bit. Right, let's go. Let's test this out. Let's just test the this base. Oh, why that's doing that. Oh, what is going on with me chat? It's done that bloody memory thing. Not enough memory. What is going on with that? Pop that back again. Over here. What's going on? That I'm running out of memory to open up a bloody chat window. Performance. Memory 22 gig used of 64. What the hell? My GPU is literally maxed out, which is good. I like that. No worries, Mike. Right, come, let's go out and have a couple of laps in the Beamer.
Clear of pit lane.
Oh, way too strong false feedback. Way too strong. Why is that strong? To brake a little bit earlier.
Final 5 minutes.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Thank you. I'll get one more practice lap in. Oh, that was a little bit too late on the brakes there. God, we lost loads of time now. No worries, addicts. Oh, that's out of track limits. Damn.
Session ends in 1 minute.
Well, we're going to get one more lap. And we fucked it up. Right. I think I just want to raise the back end slightly. There we go. And I want to leave it at that. Maybe make the front a little bit more pointy, but I think that'd be enough. There's a little bit of understeer there, but not enough. It's quite balanced. The ABS bug. What's the ABS bug? Star. Ah, there we go, look. That's now the fuel calculator. We'll put the thick end of 4 laps in. There we go. Yeah, I knew Dutch was in the Ford. You can just tell by look at the times. Look, 2:13.6. An endurance lobby. Well, usually the live lobby Sundays are a little bit of a mini endurance. Yeah, Dutch, it's the meta car for sure. First time driving a Ford, first time doing a 213. I think it's unbeatable. I think it's pretty much the meta car. I don't think it can be don't think it can be beaten. The Viper, strange behaviour. Okay, we won't bother with the Viper. But yeah, I don't think the Ford can be beaten. I really don't. I'm hoping to do some ranked later on, Sportivo. We could end up doing like a mini endurance at Spa maybe or something. You know, a 90-minute endurance race. I don't know. I don't think anything can match the Ford, Mike. I'd like to see a fast guy in the BMW or the Corvette. Oh, that's definitely more pointy, that's fine.
Timing started. Focus on this lap.
That was such a terrible assault. If we do a mini endurance, it'll be around about 7 PM GMT. But there might not be a mini endurance tonight. But going forward, Live Lobby Sundays will always be a mini endurance. Maybe not this Sunday. I'm not sure. But usually, going forward, it will be every Sunday around about 7 o'clock. Take care, Sportivo. Maybe see you later, mate.
5 minutes remaining.
Go out of track limits somewhere. We must have done. That time wasn't registered. I mean, this looks like a 15. Get a little bit understeery through there. A little baby lift, and we shouldn't be lifting there. .5, so we're still a minimum of a second off, but probably a second and a half to be competitive. Ah, got you, Hellcat. Yeah, but GTEs don't have ABS.
Remaining.
I ain't got much better than that in the BMW for sure.
Checkered flag this lap.
GTE's got traction control Hellcat, but they've not got ABS. So we're 2 seconds down on Dutch, who's in the Ford. It's a long way the Meta car. Hopefully there'll be a bot. Yeah, I know. It literally is the Meta car. A bit of a shame that it kind of negates every other GTE. So the only fun you can really have in the GTE is to say, like, well, I'm not going to go with the Ford because it's the Meta car. Let's just have fun with the other GTEs. I think the other GTEs are quite reasonably matched in the right hands. We'll try the Corvette next, maybe. So we've done a 2:15.4 in the BMW. So we're a minimum of a second slower than what we are in the Ford. Let's see what we can do. We're racing for second place, really. Yep. It is Dutch. It's just, from what I've seen, it's just so far ahead of everything else. I mean, I can do like mid to high 13s in the Ford, like quite regularly, and I can't get near that with anything else. Good luck, everyone. mean, the BMW is not slow. It's but up against the Ford, it's got no chance. Yeah, I've seen bigger points. I don't know how the point system works. I think maybe starting from the back, or, you know, overtakes maybe into consideration. Level of opposition, I really don't know how it works, mate.
Isn't in the fight for position. Clear them ASAP. Good stuff. Quickest lap of the session. Gaining on the leader. Keep this pace up or we'll catch them.
I mean, I'm literally on my absolute limit, just trying to keep up with Dutch. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking that as well, Mike.
Your pace is strong and you're closing in on the leader. Keep on it, mate.
Well, 2:14.3. That's competitive. That's a competitive time in the BMW, I think. Adam, how you doing, my friend? It's coming, Adam. It's coming, mate. I don't know when it's coming, but it's definitely coming. Well, we've kept Dutch honest. Let's be honest. He's in the meta car.
Back market coming up is not for position. Get by as soon as you can. We don't want to lose any time.
I've done my absolute best that I can do in the BMW. And we got into the 2:14s. We actually had a faster lap time than Dutch there. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Mike. So I'm happy with that setup with the BMW. It's not as fast as the Ford, although, like I say, we did have a faster lap time than Dutch there. But there was hard work to get into the 14s, whereas the Ford is quite easy work to get into the 13s. But we're a couple of attempts outside of the 13s in the BMW. Yeah, you did make quite a few mistakes there, Dutch. The BMW is very stable. Guys, if you want that setup, I'll throw that up in the Discord. But yeah, that was a decent setup for the BMW. Reasonably competitive, I would say. But hard work to get into fast times in comparison to the Ford. Right, next up, I'm going to change my car. Same track combo. Let's have a go in the... which Corvette should we have a go in? The C7 or the C8? C7 or C8? Let's try the C7. It should come up now, Tio. When I confirm, so changes, you should see it now, mate. MetzVR. We're just doing setups, guys, for the GTEs at Spa at the moment. I think we're all in agreement that the Ford GTE is the meta car. There he is. There's Tio. Anybody else want to jump into this little tune-in session for Spa? Yeah, I'm going in the C7, seeing what we can do. I think, like I say, I think we're all pretty much agreed that the Ford is the meta car for sure. Let's ready up. Guys, if you would do me a massive favour, we're only on 27 likes. Let's hit the like button if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. It does wonders for my little channel. Oh, we need one more subscriber, guys, for 4,900. One more subscriber. If there's anyone out there that hasn't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We need one more. One more for 4,900. We're on our way to 5K. We need 101 subscribers to get to that magical milestone. Right, vehicle setup. I've never driven this car, so I'm going to need to do some bits. We'll do my normal standard force feedback setting, which is that. We take out a little bit of fuel. We'll save that. What times was you doing final sector? Just as a baseline. Yeah, we'll keep that and that. $215. Okay. 215.3.
Clear.
Quite like this car in race room, this Corvette. Well, it's nice and pointy. Yay! Ada! Ada is the one subscriber that's got us to 4,900. Thank you very much for that, mate. Very much appreciated. We are just 100 subscribers away from that magical 5K. And that is a huge milestone for a little YouTube channel. It really is. Yeah, I'm going to be doing ranked racing later on, OG. I'm just doing tuning, setups and chilling out this afternoon. And basically just testing. Yeah, for sure, OG. Oh, I need to adjust the brakes. I'll show you in a sec, Drum. The only movement I've got is just a little bit, just to highlight when I hit the brakes. Like in cockpit view, it's just a little tiny dive. But I don't like the wishy-washiness of car movement settings.
Session ends in 5 minutes.
I'll show you after this lap, Drum. God blimey, this is way slow. There you go, mate. Next lobby, Ashley, I'll put GT3s in there for you, mate. $4,900. What a lovely round number. Look at that, look. 4,900 subscribers. 100 away from 5K. Love it. It's a nice little jingle, that. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for your support over the years, especially the last few months, or the last month or so with the PMR community that we're getting together. We're up to about 450 over there on Discord now, getting a really nice community together. Really, really good. Right, I don't think we're going to get anywhere near 215s. What can we do? Let's have a look. It don't need to be any more pointy. It was pointy enough. Maybe a couple more clicks down. Ah, I've been disqualified. I've been disqualified from practice. Got to wait for qualifying now. AJ. Yeah, we lost 3 hours. 3 hours last night. 9:40 it came back on. So we're just doing some tuning and some setup, and I think we've all come to the conclusion that the Ford is absolutely the meta car. Can't get near the times in the Ford. So I'm just trying the Corvette C7 now. How are you feeling now, AJ? I know you was feeling a little unwell. Hope you're feeling better, mate, and you enjoyed your trip, and Mrs. AJ enjoyed her trip. Your vacay. So next car up will be the C8, guys. The C8 will be the next car up for me. Give that a little bit of a tune up and see if we can extract a bit of time out of it. But we're not going to get 13s like we can in the Ford. We've got, what did we get in the BMW? 14.2. So we were close. Thank you for subscribing, V-Power. I've still got to mute. Oh, thank you, AJ. There we go. Yeah, I jumped in on Kenobi's stream because I saw you in the race. He looked like he was enjoying himself. Good to see him streaming. Is he in your time zone or closer? Certainly a lot closer time zone than mine, which would be great for you guys, you US guys, if you can get some like regular lobbies going. As much as it's lovely to race with me, AJ, I'm pretty sure that you would love it if I was in your time zone. Ah, nice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. He's a nice guy, Kenobi. I actually put a link in a link of his stream in my Discord because I think he was just too nice to put a link in himself. So yeah, he is quick. He is quick. Hey Rusty, I see you in Kenobi stream yesterday as well. Very nice. Well, we're going to try the C8 next, guys. We're in the C7 at the moment. I liked this car in Race Room. And actually, I think in Race Room it was a GT3. I might be wrong. But it was quick. It was quick in Race Room. And I'm pretty sure it was a GT3. Hey! What, proper cheating, or like me calling you a cheat? I can absolutely vouch for the blind drifter or Buck Bathurst in there. He is definitely not a cheat. He literally is an alien. Fuel amount for race. I'll let you know after qualifying, Tony. Proper. Oh, that's your new nickname. Oh, look, here comes the proper cheat. Oh dear. Listen, I can absolutely vouch for AJ. He is not. The blind drifter is not a cheat. He literally is just a fast guy. I'm surprised Boris doesn't get labelled a cheat, because Boris is quite a fast guy as well. Right, let's get out there, see what we can do in this American hunk of junk.
Clear of the pits.
AJ, the proper cheat. Proper cheat. Oh dear, I love it. This is the thing about being an average pace sim racer. You never get accused of cheating. EJR? That surprises me. But then I've watched some of his streams, and he's not the fastest guy anyway, is he? To be fair. But then neither am I, you know. Proper cheap. Al, you know not to race in these lobbies, guys. He's going to start calling you cheats and dirty drivers just to hide his limitations. Then, yeah, just don't entertain it. Janef Punks, how you doing, my friend? God, she's way slower down the straight. Oh, we need to adjust the brake. We didn't adjust the brakes. Too deep on the brakes. Oh, this is way slower.
5 minutes left.
Painfully slower. I think 3. But I've been doing 3 wing on all of the cars just for testing. Well, that ain't gonna help. Hey Cobra, how are you, buddy? Well, how much time we got? We've got time for maybe got fuel for 2 laps, maybe. Take care, Dutch. Maybe see you a bit later on, mate. Well, we've got time for 2 laps. We might not have fuel enough. It all depends how much fuel's being used. No. 4.21 litres a lap. Yeah, do you know what? I'm just so glad that I'm not working there till next year. It's nice to have that time. Got to be at the back somewhere with this car. And we're missing apexes and everything there. Seems to be using more fuel and going way slower. Totally not competitive, this car. Let's try it with we need to adjust the brake. Let's try it with 2 wing. Thing is, we weren't even hitting the limiter, so there's no point in adjusting anything to do with the final drive. But no, that was that's not competitive at all. In the confines of my setting up, you know, it's not competitive. So the Ford absolutely is the Meta GTE so far. You got to keep the penalties on, man. You got to keep penalties on. What's the point in having all the updates for track limits and all the rest of it if you're just going to turn penalties off? It's quite low. Quite low. AJ? Yeah, minus 17. Maybe we can go down a bit more. And just try that. But that's probably going to be completely different now because we've taken wing out and gone down a bit more on the ride height. But that is like 3.5 seconds off pace. Like I say, in the confines of my setting up, my tuning, I haven't played with camber or toe or caster or anything like that. It's literally wing, ride height. Yeah, I mean, ARB's fine, it's pointy enough. 90% Cobra. I think the turning's fine. I really do.
You can try and get some balance for the race to long distance, but I really hope qualifying
We
will
maybe
go
go
better
up
for
a
us.
couple millimeters on the back, but the balance of the car feels fine. It just feels slow. We maybe go up a couple of millimeters on the rear, but there didn't seem to be much understeer or anything. It felt balanced. It just feels slow. As you can tell by the time, in 218, that's 3 seconds off pace, that is. Nearly 4 seconds. Maybe add a bit of pressure on the tyres as well, just a little bit. Potentials. Using so much fuel as well. Right, let's see how we do.
Focus on the lights.
Right, we need to stay in draft to have any chance of staying with these guys. The Blind Drifters American-based final sector. Obi-Wan, Xbox One Kenobi. I think Rusty is American. Thank you for subscribing, Lounslow. Way too deep. Way too deep. Oh dear, oh Lord. Yeah, them changes have not helped me in the slightest. Welcome to the channel, Lanslow. Have you? Oh, you've been in the game, AJ, haven't you? So you're aware of the new track limits and stuff. You got to have penalties on. I don't understand why you would not have penalties on. I don't mind turning damage off for some open lobbies, but you've got to have the penalties on. What's the point of having track limits?
The back marker ahead is not racing for position.
They are, in some respects, Cobra, but coming from someone who's old school when it comes to track limits, I like them. I'd rather them be too brutal than, like, not at all. I don't really want first gear there. I like the fact that they're way more stricter. God, we are way down here, way down on pace. Look how slow it is in a straight line. That's with less wing, and we've lowered the car as well. Can't extract any pace out of this whatsoever. Well, BMW in front's getting a bit twitchy. I mean, the BMW's a 214 car in my hands. I could maybe get it into high 13s. Look at the tyres on this, all of them. Heating up.
That's a back marker ahead, so it's not a position. We need a clean pass.
So in my hands, the C7 is a bit of a donkey.
Last lap, mate.
Yeah, exactly, AJ. Stick to the track and there's no penalties. Oh, thank you, darling. Nice cup of coffee. Right, let's see if the C8 fares any better in the next one. I'm pretty sure that even after all this testing and tinkering and setting up, that everyone's going to be in the Ford anyway, because it's just like, it's just that much quicker. The BMW came the closest so far. The time we just lose in the straights, it's just madness. Why do we still have about 18 litres left? What did I do there? Did I do something wrong? Or did I not save the fuel? Hey, Scottish. Right, I need to go and pay a little visit to the little boys' room, guys. So we'll set up the next one. Still the same track, guys. I know it's probably boring for you, but this is what this little afternoon stream's about.
Stuck with it to the end. Next time we know how to shave a few tenths off every lap.
Right, we're going to go in the C8 next and see if we can get close to I mean, my Jeep Ford times are mid to high 13s. My BMW time was low 14s. The rest have been like 15s to 17s. But that was probably the worst of the lot. Well, we raced Zolder the other night, and people were getting off, like, you know, off tracks and stuff. But I was going through there relatively careful, but still quite fast. I didn't get one. So you just have to treat Zolder's chicane with a lot more respect. Someone wanted GT3s added to this. I think it was Ashley. Let's add the GT3. There we go. Save and exit. There we go. Right. I'll ready up. We get a couple more in. Then I'm going to go and use the toilet quickly. In fact, I'll just ready up and then go. Oh. Right, where are we at? Where are we at? Nürburgring GP is ruined if you turn off. Yeah, I'm just doing some testing. You know, we just pretty much. We know that the Ford GT is the meta car in the GTE, so we're just seeing if we can get close to like the 13s and stuff. But at the moment, it's proving quite impossible. But I'll just put my usual normal setup on here. Rear wing, yeah, leave that. Soft tyres. Brake pressure down, fuel level. Save that. The closest we've come is, well, the closest I've come is in the BMW, which is a 14.2. Let's see, base start. So we're just doing some baseline setups. I'm going to drop this. Confirm, escape, drive.
Clear of pit lane.
That's a little bit too... That was a little bit too pointy. That's better. It's still very pointy. Oh, it's way oversteery for me, this car. Way oversteery.
You're clear.
This doesn't suit my driving style at all, this car. Fucking hell. I don't like this car. I know people like this car, but I don't like it. Car's broke. I don't like it at all. It's really, really, really oversteery. And it's not my cup of tea at all. But no alignment boot. Maybe this is. I don't feel like I need a boost of that. Let's just take a bit of wing out as well. Well, we're not going to get round to complete a lap.
Session ends in 1 minute.
What, the car I'm in at the moment? The Corvette C8. Oh, I do not like it. I just don't like it. I mean, maybe it's a car that I could get used to after an hour or so, but after driving the others, this ain't a bit of me, this one. No, it's not me. It's not me at all. This ain't me. This is going to be a struggle. Right, if I want to settle the back down, guys, do I increase the ARB? I do, don't I? Because the rear feels like it wants to swap ends on me. I'm not a bow tie guy, no. Definitely not a bow tie guy. You think it's tricky as well, Pete? Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it. Just don't. It's not a bit of me. It's not a bit of me. It's a bit too pointy. I don't know. The rear wants to overtake the front. So far, my two favourites are obviously the Ford GTE, which is the meta car, but I really liked driving the BMW. The BMW was really nice, and we was only probably about a half a second, 3/4 of a second slower in that. So I think that can be competitive, the BMW, but the others. Hey Graham, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I've done that, L. Simpson. I don't want to reduce it much more. I mean, that's pretty. Is that low? That's low, isn't it? So if I increase that, it's going to make it even more. I don't know. Let's just let's do a little bit of. Could we make the front a little bit stiffer, maybe? I don't know. Let's just try it. Let's just try it.
Clear.
A 2:15.5, very nice, mate. Seems really slow down the straight as well. That was terrible. I don't like this. Fucking, oh, so oversteery. This is horrible. This is horrible. I mean, have I completely cocked up the settings here? The setup. Let's go back to default. Just well, nothing more than that. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be driving this much anyway, so I'm not worried about saving the setup.
Clear. Final 5 minutes.
I can't stand this car. I absolutely can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's horrible. I've not had any trouble with any other car. Couple of cars behind me that are on the C8 Kenobi. I know, it's bad, isn't it? It's the oversteer, it's absolutely killing me. Sorry, whoever that is behind me. This is the worst GTE that I've driven. For me. For me. I guess it all comes down to driving styles, doesn't it? Please do, Kenobi. I mean, I could maybe use it if I had a setup that works, but for me, this is the worst feeling GTE car that I've driven. Sorry, Jordan. And Dave, I apologise. I literally can't drive this car. Cannot drive this car. It's the only one that I've had trouble with. $250 and 8 clutches, yeah, well. Try that, but oh, let's knock that down. I'll put the wing back up because I just don't know. Or rear wing. Okay. 4 TC or 3 TC. I'm happy with 3 TC. That ride heights, Kenobi. I mean, I usually lower quite a lot on the GTEs. Mid on the front. Minus 30, yeah? That's about right. And about half on the rear, so minus 15. Yeah, that would be what I would I would do. 15 on rear, yeah. Well, we're going to be starting from the back. We're not going to put a qualifying time in. Minus 4.5 camber on the front. Wrong way. Right, let's give that a go. Let's give that a go. Let's save that setup. And we call this Mexicanobi. We'll give that a go, guys. I don't know what fuel target, because I've got no idea of the fuel. So let's just put in. Yeah, I think I'm finding the rotation the problem. In every other car, there's been a little tiny bit of understeer, which I quite like. I'm not really an oversteery car kind of guy. I just think that's my driving style. So let's put in. Let's just put in 20 litres. That should be more than enough. That's 5 litres a lap, so that's more than enough. Only a 4 lap rate. That'll do us. And we just see if we can drive it or get a lap. Gallons. We don't use gallons anymore. I know we kind of do, but yeah.
We're at the back, mate. Didn't set a time.
No shit, Stig. Oh, what a lovely cup of coffee. So, who's in the C8? Anyone in the C8 that set a decent time? That'd be a no then. Right then, here we go.
Good luck, mate. You can do it.
Oh, we've got a wicked start. We might have a winner on the setup. The actual car feels like it's all right now. It's putting a smile on my face, guys. Xbox One Kenobi with the godlike setup. Well, I've gone from this being an absolutely horrible car to drive to being able to actually drive it. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, guys. I could not drive this car. It's turned it into a car that's actually really nice, really nice to drive. Bloody hell. What a difference.
Back marker ahead.
Right, we're going to have to take some screenshots of this setup and put in the PMR, our PMR setups channel, because this is a really lovely setup. Bit deep on the brakes there, but that's, oh shit, ah, fucked up the lap. I reckon I've been close to that would have been close to 213s there, I reckon. Addict, I hope you're all right, mate. Come on, let's get into the 13s. And do you know what? With a little bit of time, this could well be take over the mantle of my favourite GTE. And I couldn't drive it 20 minutes ago. I could not drive it. It's crazy. Fucking hell! Why? Why? That was going to be a 13. Ah! Elephant foot. Absolute elephant foot. You know what? That is a really nice setup. That really nice setup. That was going to be like a probably a 13.7. Yeah, definitely got that. Definitely. Hey, Bran. Nice to see you, mate. Let me into lobby. I'm gonna have another go in this. What's the time at? 3 o'clock. We're gonna go for another hour, guys. Obviously we're gonna keep to the same track, but I want to have another go in this car because I think there's a bit more time in it for me. I'm gonna do like maybe a 6-lap race, 7-lap race. You guys can choose whatever you want, but that setup, I did save it, didn't I? I did, Metzi Kenobi. I saved it as Metzi Kenobi. I reckon there's a low 13 now. Kenobi, that is a absolutely amazing setup. We'll take some screenshots of that and we'll... Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. But also, like, it's giving me ideas for other cars as well now. Now, what was our best there? 214.1, but we spun it at the last corner, so that was definitely a 213.8 minimum. So I reckon there's a lot of time left in that. It could be a Ford GTE contender. I mean, the people are doing 212s and that. I've not been doing 212s. I've been doing 213s in the Ford. But the Corvette with Kenobi's setup, very nice.
Fantastic job. You've made the podium.
Let's give that another go. That. Alright, look, Xbox Kenobi, the setup meister. that setup for the C8 was very, very good. Right, I'm gonna do the same again, guys, but I'm going to increase the lap time, the lap to 6 lap race, 6 laps. 6 laps. Maybe put mediums on. It's in the summer, so yeah, let's just leave it at that. Whatever you guys want to do with your cars, I'm going to stick with the C8 because I want to see if I can challenge my GT time, my Ford GTE time. You want another class? Okay, let me. We've got GTE, GT, GT3, and Porsche Cup. There we go. There you go. Yeah, use the same setup, Tony. I'll put it up on screen for everyone. If everyone can, yeah, exactly, Kenobi. I think that if you tune like most cars, I reckon you'll get a lot out of them. The BMW, I think you'll. I mean, I was only what, half a second slower in the BMW, maybe. Nice one, Graham. Right, let's ready up. Ready up, guys. Ready up. I love these little chill streams, like, and helping each other out and stuff. It just makes it so much better for people that are into the game. You know, if you come together as a community and try and help each other out, it's good. Very good. Add time progression. Next lobby, Jordan. Right, so we've got 4 different classes now. GTE, GT3, GT, and we've got 1 person in the Porsche Cup. So it's just basically just a track day, isn't it? Track day at Spa. So guys, what do you fancy doing tonight? Do you fancy doing some ranked racing and some custom lobby racing, or do you fancy doing a longer single, like, mini endurance type of race? What do you fancy doing tonight? I'm gonna shoot off about 4 for a few hours, have dinner, and just chill out with Mrs. Metz for a bit, and then I'll be back a bit later on this evening. Long raids on the Nordschleifer. Right, vehicle setup. Tony, if you're watching, mate. Oh, this afternoon I'm on for probably another 45 minutes, but tonight I'll be on for like, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours. Just see how it goes. Right, let's do this setup. So this is the setup, Tony, if you're watching, mate. You don't need my false feedback setup, do you? I mean, look, they're 4-wing, but this is where all the changes are. So the camber went up, the ride height went down, ARB stayed the same. Oh, it's 4.5, wasn't it, on the camber? I think it's 4.5 on the camber and 4.3 on the rears. So on the front it was 4.5 and on the rears 4.3. Yeah, 7 PM this evening, Ashley. It's looking like a Nordschleifer race. What should we do? GTEs, GT3s, GT1s, like doing multi-class, or a single class? Thank you for subscribing, Toho. Have you got that, Tony? Oh, and the diff on 250 and the clutch is on 8. And my brake pressure's on 90%. So that's the setup that Kenobi gave me. And it's bloody good. Bloody good, mate. Bloody good. GTE and GT3. Okay. Well, that's the stream for later on then, guys. GTE and GT3 tonight. Nordschleifer. What I might do is I might come on a little bit earlier and we'll have a couple of like custom lobbies before we do the main race. I might have to drive the Stang tonight. The GT3 Mustang. If you're doing Nordschleifer. Ah, shadow damage. It will, Ashley. I'll message you, mate. Yeah, the custom lobbies won't beforehand, but the main race, the Nordschleifer race, will. That's going to be a community-only race tonight, guys.
Final 5 minutes.
And it will be first come, first served, obviously. That damage is horrible. Yeah, I can't turn. Look at the front of my car. I couldn't turn. Oh dear. Right, it's all on qualifying then, guys. It's all on qualifying. No. There's shadow damage there. It's like there's a car there. It's nothing to do with the setup, mate. It's sometimes it loads in like some shadow damage as you go around Blanchimont on that corner. The radar picks a car up. The radar picks it up, but you can't see it. That's why it's invisible shadow damage. It's a bug that's been in the game since launch. Right, so the plan tonight, guys, I'm gonna probably get on around about 6:37. We're gonna have a couple of custom lobbies, and then we're gonna do a main race, a 90-minute mini endurance at the Nordschleifer in the GT and GT3 cars. That'll probably kick off around about 8 o'clock. So 7:30, 8 o'clock. So it's going to be a reasonably long stream, you know, 3 hours, maybe a bit more. So if you fancy a bit of that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the bell notification so you know when I'm going to go live. As always, with the main race, it's going to be passworded for the community, so that will be in the lobby passwords. If you're a channel member, you will get 10 minutes priority access. Thank you for subscribing, Herrick's Detailing Centre. Welcome, my friend. Oh, we're on the way to 5k, guys. Let's have a quick look. Let's have an update. 4,907. We are 93 away from 5k. 93. Can we do it before the end of the year? It could be a New Year's Eve stream. A New Year's Eve endurance. I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming like this week coming up, guys. This week is going to be a lot of streaming, daytime and evening, because we're in the holiday period now. So yeah, let's see if we can get to 5k before the end of the year. That'd be pretty amazing. Like I say, I've said it time and time again, considering I've had pretty much this whole year off from streaming sim racing, to come back and be welcomed back as much as I have been, it's been really nice. Very, very heartwarming. Christmas presents from you guys. Very much appreciated. Right, so we've got our set up. We're ready to go. It's about 4 litres roughly a lap. Let's put in 17 litres, 18 litres, just to make sure we get round. Yeah, no worries, no worries, Ashley. No, actually, we'll leave that on 6 because I like to have a little bit of traction control off the start, and then turn it down halfway around the lap. Yeah, that's the car that appears. It's shadow damage. It's a bug. It doesn't load in every race. It doesn't load in every time, but sometimes it loads in. It's been there since day one, guys. It just means you have to take Blanchimont a little bit more narrow. Don't go so wide on the exit. Thank you very much, Kenobi. Yeah, I'm going to do this race and then one smaller race after. One smaller, just to take us up to 4 o'clock, and then I'm going to disappear for a couple of hours. A few hours, have my dinner, have a bit of a chill before tonight's stream. Thank you guys, we hit 50 likes, I appreciate that massively. Here we go, qualifying. Let's get ready to get out there. Don't forget about the shadow damage on the right as you come out the first left-hander down Blanchimont. Try and keep it a little bit narrow so you don't hit the car. The ghost car. Right, we are aiming for a 214. Oh.
Clear.
Get some heat in the tyres. Just trust me, if you get damage from that that ghost car, you will not make Eau Rouge and Radion. See that car there? Oh! See, the radar picks it up. Well, that last turn wants to kill me every time.
You're on the clock now. This lap is counting.
Right, let's get a banker in. Oh shit, I was looking at chat. Thank you for subscribing, FGR. Right, this lap's ruined. Bill Starson, thank you for subscribing, mate. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. Right, let's scrap this lap and just hopefully we get a decent one on the next one. Right, you watch my radar, guys. You'll see the car. You see it? You've got to be really narrow on that exit to avoid it. Tyres 164 degrees. Yeah, that don't seem right.
Session ends in 5 minutes.
That don't seem right. Bollocks, I've got the damage. And I've got a track warning. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I thought I was narrow enough there to avoid the damage. Well, that's a 2:14.4 there. I think the Corvette could challenge Ford's supremacy. In the hands of a really fast driver. Yeah, nah. I've got too much damage now. Oh, that's annoying about that. It really is annoying. But the setup's lovely. I really like the setup. You mean? Yeah, there is some bugs in this lobby, unfortunately, Alex. What driving game got me into racing? Are you talking about way back, or are you talking about modern sim titles? If you're talking about way back, then you've got to go back to Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP on the Mega Drive, or the Genesis for you US guys. So Super Monaco GP, and even further back than that, Vroom on the Atari ST and the Amiga. Early PC titles, obviously Jeff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix 2. was my first sim, if you like. But in the modern era, Project Cars 2, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. Project Cars 2 was in the modern sim era. I went from Project Cars 2, I played that for about a year, and then I went to iRacing. I played that for probably about 2 years. And then from iRacing, I went to Automobilista 2 for the last 3 or 4 years or so. And then just recently, when this launched. Yeah, no, I was on for a good lap there, Bran. So that's gonna be in the race, guys. So just be aware of that. Papyrus, I think that's Jeff Crammond, isn't it? Yeah, see you again, Bran. I need more negative camber. Your inner part of the tyre is wearing too much. Do you know what? I'm absolutely fine with the setup I've got at the moment. It's basically saved me about, well, it's made the car more drivable. Hey Cluck, how are you, mate? I think the Papyrus titles, Papyrus, was that Indy 500? Jeff Crammond, Microprose Grand Prix 2, that was my first. When I played that, I thought it weren't going to get any better than that. And then, like, here we are now. You'd have told me back then that you would, you'd be driving cars like in VR that is virtually, you know, so close to driving the real thing, other than obviously feeling G-forces and that. But driving in VR is so immersive. Right, where are we then? Where are we? GTE. Oh, we're still P1 with a 215. Dirty lap was a 214.5. I reckon we can get into the high 13s. Probably not in this race because that invisible car's there, isn't it, on Blanchimont? Yeah, and if you'd seen me driving this car before trying Kenobi's setup, I was ready to relegate this car to the never drive again category. But now I think it might take over my favourite GTE. I just need a bit more time in it. Because the Ford GTE is just so dominant. It'd be nice to drive something else and actually try and challenge the Ford GTE drivers. They're all in the meta car. But yeah. So big thanks to Kenobi. Cooking Rudy. That's the guy from yesterday that I was telling you guys about. Cooking Rudy 666. This guy here. We had a really good race yesterday, ranked. And for all the new people in the stream, we had a good battle for about 6 laps. And I finally got him into T3, like, you know, like the slow right-hander, like almost, I think going into no name. I just got him on the entry, and on the exit, he basically hit my back and punted me off, and I was fuming, absolutely fuming, thinking, you know, we've been clean and all the rest of it, and I was driving my car, I was fuming. I was about 5 seconds behind him, and I chased him down for like the last 2 laps of the race, and on the exit of the bus stop, he literally just pulled over to the left, come off the gas, and just let me past him. And to me, that's a proper gentleman driver. I would have done the same, but probably a little bit earlier. But yeah, so big up to you, Cooking Rudy. If you're watching the stream, or if you do watch the stream, very much appreciate it. I did put a post on my Discord saying what a gentleman you were as well.
You've done it. That's pole, mate.
But I was fuming, absolutely fuming. I was like, hey, he's punted me off. Oh dear. This goes to show, doesn't it? Cooled down a little bit after the race, and like I say, he was absolute gentleman driver, just pulling over and big realising that, you know, he'd punted me and hadn't meant it. was fuming, Kenobi, absolutely fuming, thinking, how can he do that? But yeah, right, what are we? 4.1 litres per lap, 6 laps, so 24, so 25 litres. Let's put in 28 just to be on the safe side. Time to return the favour, yeah. Well, if I punt him off, I'll return the position a lot quicker than he did. For 2 laps, I was fuming, but I was getting faster and faster because I was so worked up, thinking, I'm going to get him. I wouldn't have got him. Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, dear. That was funny. Oh, quick! Quick!
Focus on the lights.
Oh, right, we're good. A Ford just appeared out of nowhere there. Right, we must remember that that car on Blanchimont to be really narrow on the exit. I meant to put medium tyres on. I forgot. If you go to PMR chat, there's a pinned message in PMR chat. Jan? We avoided it that time. Oh, might be a bow tie driver now. It'd just be nice to drive something in ranks that's not the GTE, like the Ford, I mean, rather. And whilst this setup isn't quite the answer to breaking the Ford dominance, it is definitely competitive. Well, we're probably not going to set lap times here because of that car.
Back marker in front. This guy was useless in practice. Don't take any risks.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was close. Oh. That was close.
Comfortable lead now. Second place car isn't gaining ground, so keep it up.
Yeah, if that shadow damage car weren't there, I reckon we could get high 13s in this. You like the Mercedes GT3? I like the Mustang GT3. The Audi's nice as well.
You're catching a back marker. Just be careful.
Oh, you bastard!
It's not worth pushing so hard.
I weren't pushing hard. I was just trying to avoid the bloody ghost car. Bastard! Bastard ghost car! My rear tyres, look. At least we can still make you can hear that Mustang. I love the sound of the Mustang.
Back marker ahead isn't in the fight for position. Just get past them as soon as you can. holding on the pressure, then make your move.
Yeah, take care, Ashley. Oh dear. I'll see you a bit later. Yeah, this is probably going to be the last race for me, guys. I thought I'd get another race in, but I likely won't. It's going to take us up to about 4 o'clock this, so I want to have a little bit of a break before tonight's stream. Yeah, I don't have them both open, Jan.
The back marker ahead is not for position. We need a clean pass.
I don't have pit house open ordinarily when I'm racing. Only if you're making changes, Jan. I mean, I don't know, mate. I mean, I don't pay a lot of attention to the rev counters and that for the wheels, so there is a conflict, though, isn't there? For some reason, but I can't have both, even though I've got the forwarding done.
Get by as quick as you can. Don't lose any time.
Oh shit, I nearly lost it there. Well, he takes a way wider. Oh, you can take a wider line there and not get penalised. Ah, what? I've got to give back 3.6 seconds. So you can't take a wider line there, guys. There's a nice race to finish on. Not very fast lap times there because of that car damage, shadow damage there. But that setup, guys, if you haven't seen it, go back on the stream and check it out. It's definitely a nice setup for the C8, the Corvette C8. Very, very, very nice indeed. Right, where are we? What's the situation? Yeah. Lovely jubbly. Massive thank you to everyone that subscribed this morning and this afternoon. I really do appreciate that. We are just 90 away now, 90 away from 5k. So we're getting there, we're getting there. Right, tonight I'll be back. I'm not sure exactly what time. It'll be between 6:30 and 7:30. We're going to do a couple of open lobbies. Then we're going to do a Nordschleife 90-minute race. We probably won't have practice and qualifying. We'll probably just have one, maybe a 20-minute qualifying session. GTE and GT3 multi-class. We will go from daytime to nighttime. Yeah, so if you fancy a little bit of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so you know when I'm going to go live. If you're a channel member, you will get 10 minutes priority access for the main race. The open lobbies won't be passworded obviously, but the main race will be. It'll be over in the lobby password section over on Discord. Guys, that's it for this afternoon. We've had what, 4 hours of tinkering and setting up of the GTE cars around Spa. I think it's quite evident that the Ford GTE is the meta car, but the Corvette C8 is nice. The BMW is nice. We was the fastest in the Corvette C8. We only managed a 14.1, but if you remember, we spun on the last corner when we were 4 tenths up. So there's definitely a mid to high 13s in the Corvette. But yeah, guys, it's been fun this afternoon. I've really enjoyed it. No pressure, just testing out cars. We'll maybe do this every Sunday, like during the day. We'll pick a car, we'll pick a track, or we'll pick a class and we'll pick a track, and we'll see if we can get some setups going. Guys, you've been absolute legends. I've been Metz. I will see you a little bit later, probably about 3 hours or so, for some more racing. All right, guys, you take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.